Hi there. I want to go over a couple of important tips for those of you who use the Peloton bike at home and or a spin bike at home. Okay? All right, so I'm hoping you can see. This is my Peloton. It's kind of squished into my home studio here. First of all, when you stand at the bike, okay, first of all, we're going to talk seat adjustment, or the height of the seat is really important, okay? So when you stand up to the seat should be at your hip height, okay? And that is going to be really, really important for preventing any knee injury or just making sure that you use the backs of your legs and your hip muscles to extend the pedal stroke, okay? So stand up to the Peloton and this should be at your hip, okay? So right above the side of your hip, all right? Now, getting onto the Peloton's a little more challenging, to be honest with you, than a regular bike. Maybe it's just my shoes. But when you put the shoes on, you basically want to point and click, kind of like a ski boot or an ice skate. But it's a point and click where if it doesn't go right in, you just kind of want to wiggle your foot around a little bit. You can even like practice like standing up and you point. See, did you hear that? Yeah, that's it. So you're just gonna, that's it. So now both of my feet are in. Now when I'm pedaling, another really important tip is your posture, okay? So you should be in neutral spine the entire time you are on a spin bike. That means there's a small of your back here, and a lot of times, in fact, most of the time, you should be feeling the muscles around your mid-back or your bra line, or for the men out there, the thoracic spine. So it's like right behind your rib cage, okay? To the back of your ribs. So those muscles you want to feel holding yourself up. When you're pedaling, you should be, there are 3 different positions, and you should be looking ahead, right? So nice neutral spine, flat back. Your gaze should be straight ahead, all right? So if you're riding that spin bike and you're like this, oh my God, when is this gonna end? This just sucks, okay? That is not okay, all right? Not good for your spine or your posture, or you're gonna end up getting some back pain. All right, so neutral spine when you're sitting on the bike. Now when you're pedaling, I'm gonna stop here halfway through my stroke, okay? And when I take a look down, my knee is going to be right over the ball of my foot. All right, so you wanna push with the ball of your foot down or forward, and then you want to draw your heel back up to your bum. All right, so that's also really important. So it's push and pull, like a locomotive train, okay? So you don't want to just push down all the time, because then you use your quads not as much as the hip extensor muscles, okay? So you just want to push and pull evenly. So if I were to draw a circle with my foot on a smart board, or I used to say a blackboard. So if I were to take a piece of chalk and draw that pedal stroke, it would be an even circle, right? The same color white with that piece of chalk, because I'm pushing and pulling with the same resistance. All right, so if you find that you're like, pushing and moving like the rest of your the body, then your chest, that is too much resistance. So let's talk about resistance. So 3 different positions on a spin bike is seated, okay? Then you have standing, all right? And then you have climbing or hill work, right? So this is first position. Second position, where my butt is hovering over the seat, all right? And then third position is a climb, right? Or a hill. I'm still neutral spine the entire time. Now in every single position, you should be able to look left and right. No stress in your neck or shoulders. Left or right. Now when you're in your seated position, the resistance level can vary, right? This is a seated flat right now. If I were to turn the knob here toward the right clockwise. I would add resistance on. That would be like a flat road, right? You can't just like coast down a flat road. You've got to pedal. And then, or if you're going uphill, that would be a seated climb, you would add that resistance on. Now again, really important to push and pull. Now, your hand position with first position is right here, okay? You can just put your hands right in front of your elbows, in front of your shoulders. Again, I'm still neutral spine. So you can even take the hand and like put it on the small of your back just to check, okay? So this is first position. Then your second position, you typically should have about 50% resistance on the bike when you lift up to second position, or the run. This is called the running position. So it's almost like you're just lifting out. Now you're gonna try to keep your hips as stable as you possibly can. So if you come up to this second position, the run position, and your shoulders like are activating and like really start to hurt or really hurt the next day, then you don't have enough resistance on. Okay, this is a lot of core. All right, this is, for all intents and purposes, this is a squat on the bike. It's hard. You gotta hold your balance. But just remember, your butt is like hovering over the saddle, okay? Now, your hands are still in front of your elbows, or they can actually be outside the bike here, outside. This is second position. I'm getting out of breath, aren't I? Third position is the climb, where you're reaching long on those handlebars. So watch me again. I went from second position, hi, to third position. What's the difference? Second position, third position. The only difference is your hand position where you're reaching out. Lightly, I might add. Your butt and your hips are in the same place. It's really important as when you're running. Okay, so this is a lot of quad right here. I'm feeling it. I am holding my balance. I am lightly holding on. Hold on, but don't grip too tight, okay? Then when you go to your third position, you're here. So again, looking left to right. No stress in your neck and shoulders. Okay. All right, so there you have it. Spinning 101 with µǒ. All right, so give me a call if you have any other questions. You should be holding onto the handlebars lightly. When I used to teach spinning, I would say, okay, everybody give me a little wave to test how hard you're holding on tight, okay? You want to use your core. Spinning is a lot of core. Great job, guys. So here we go. First position, position number one. Hands can be together if you want. Basically, you want to pitch the chest forward, feeling that thoracic spine activate. Okay? Second position, it's just a little lift with the legs. Don't pull yourself up. Did you see me just do that? It's first position, second position, I'm using my legs, okay? This takes a lot of practice, so just be patient with yourself. Third position, my hips stay in the same place, neutral spine still, and I'm just reaching out, holding on, changing the angle of my upper body, and therefore tapping into different muscles in my legs. Up here in first position, I'm really more, my chest is still open, but I'm using my core, feeling it in the quads more, okay? The front of the legs, the thighs. Third position, you're out here, and you are like feeling it more in your butt and the backs of the legs, okay? Nice light grip. Whew. There you have it. Have an awesome day, guys. Give me a call with any questions. Bye now.